haven't done a video on in a while. Sorry. And that would be the motherfucking Real Housewives of Atlanta, bitch. I know, don't be throwing shit at me and cussing me out on the computer screen or whatever the fuck, you know. I had a lot of real life stuff happen, you know what I'm saying? You know, my mama was in the hospital and then, you know, I had all kinds of stuff going on. Bitch, I fell off, but that's okay. That's okay. I thought I would come back and surprise y'all with the motherfucking reunion recap, bitch. Look, please don't be too upset with my black ass. I've been still putting up content for y'all, but I know there's some of y'all motherfuckers here that watch these videos specifically, subscribe to me for these motherfucking videos, and I really did have real life stuff happen, so I promise y'all the next time around I will do better. I'm gonna try to get better, okay? But I had to play a lot of catch up with these episodes of Real Housewives of Atlanta before I could actually come in and do a video on this shit because I was really behind. When all that family shit happened, it threw me all the way the fuck off, and then your boy got me on that show called RHOA. We watching old ass episodes, and that motherfucker wouldn't let me do. I just couldn't be great, okay? So we back for this motherfucking reunion recap part 1, and you already know how I do. I got my fiber juice. Delicious. Y'all know I'm on that motherfucking diet that I told y'all about. Okay, so we ain't doing our recap wine this time around, but maybe next time we might do that shit. That being said, why don't you go ahead and give your girl a quick ass thumbs up, you know what I'm saying, just for coming back on that surprise tip and shit, you know what I mean, rocking a red, titties out. I ain't got no ring on today because, you know, I'm chilling, doing some housework and, you know, whatever the fuck. But the titties are jangling, so just thumbs up the motherfucker for the titties that are jangling and shit. And let's go ahead and get this motherfucker started. So, we got the girls sitting on the couches as per usual. And I real quick before we even get into this motherfucker, as far as, you know, the shit they talk about, you know, that happened during the episodes, I gotta talk about a couple of these motherfuckers' looks. Number one, y'all know I hate Kim for this motherfucking show, and I hate her ass on this motherfucking couch with that fried as fuck ass hairstyle she had today, okay? So we already knew she was gonna bring that bullshit to the motherfucking reunion. But who I'm the most disappointed about, okay? That I promise you slays in every other clip but the motherfucking reunion is motherfucking Cynthia's ass. Like, I don't know if the motherfucking stylist she uses for the show throughout the time that they tape the show is different from the bitch that she uses to do whatever the fuck they try to do for her hair during the reunion, bitch. But I swear to God, Cynthia's hair looked like she done just took a motherfucking RPG show wig out the motherfucking box and put that shit on her head. No flat iron, no curl, no nothing. She said, fuck it, YOLO, this shit look good, and put that motherfucking mop shit on her motherfucking head. Last season's reunion hairstyle was just as trash. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck they done hired to do her shit, but I promise y'all, any other time you see her throughout the show, she look great. The wigs are laid, the closure looks great, the color is hitting, curls on point. I don't know what the fuck she decided to do for this motherfucking reunion, but the shit looks like shit. Candy, bitch, this is the best she has ever looked, okay? Y'all know I stay clowning her motherfucking ass on her motherfucking style, okay? I don't know who the fuck styles the bitch, or if she has a stylist, she can afford a motherfucking stylist, and she should afford a motherfucking stylist. And if she has a motherfucking stylist, that motherfucking stylist she had before should be fired. However, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, the bitch look good. Number one, she done had her baby, okay? Number two, she got that nice as fuck ass bob that she got, that she just got. I mean, the shit is laid, you hear me? And her body is on motherfucking point. In fact, she's looking more like them Escape days. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was giving us all kinds of Escape realness tease. You know what I'm saying? And she actually looks smaller than she did before she got pregnant. And I'm not even gonna lie. Even throughout her pregnancy, I have been saying that pretty much in all of my recaps. This is the best Candy's ever motherfucking look. Pregnancy did her ass good. So Andy goes into the shady bunch, okay? So pretty much they rehash a lot of the shady moments when motherfuckers were in their little confessional saying whatever the fuck about another motherfucker that they done showed a clip of or whatever, okay? And of course, Andy's old instigating ass goes ahead and says something to Phaedra like, yeah, didn't you call Kenya oatmeal pie face? And I remember that vaguely, but did you call her that shit? And of course, you know, everybody, you know, kind of looking like kind of crazy. And of course, Portia's ass got a little chuckling and Kenya's face completely changed. Now, I know Kenya's pretty tough-skinned, thick-skinned for the most part, but I really felt like she was really hurt by whatever the fuck Phaedra said, specifically about her skin, to the point where when when she said, I didn't fuck with you all season, I was like, oh, she really did strike a motherfucking nerve. Did y'all catch that? Then they move on to Kenya's hair care launch party or whatever the fuck, right? And Andy asked Portia's ass, so I saw that you and Shamu had a little fun at Kenya's expense. Because y'all remember Shamu done took the bottle and then she opened it up and went ahead and drank it. It turned out it was water in the display or whatever, okay? And of course, Kenya gets offended and of course says, look, motherfucker, those were display, but the ones that people went home with were actually real product, right? And then Andy's like, so, okay, so you got some real product, yada, yada. Then Portia's ass is going to say some shady ass shit like, well, my friend actually liked it. She tried it on her motherfucking pet. I was like, bitch. Then Kenya's going to say, look, congratulate my motherfucking ass because my hair care line's going to be in CVS within the next 6 months. And you know, everybody's like, all right. You know, Candy's like, okay. We just looking like, oh, okay. So now they got Todd and Candy's ass up on the stage because they got to talk about their little baby Ace or whatever the fuck they call that motherfucker, okay? And so they go into, you know, the fact that he done has an Instagram now and they haven't showed his face because he's going to be in a magazine and then he got over 100,000 followers on Instagram and all this other shit. And of course, before that, they showed a couple clips when they were at the doctor's office or whatever the fuck. And I guess Andy went ahead and kind of made a comment about something that somebody said in regards to the fact that Todd took a business call while they were at the doctor's office when she was getting her little ultrasound or whatever the fuck, you know, getting her exam or whatever. And as she's about to respond to that motherfucker, Kenya's all whack ass is all like,
yeah, well, if it was my guy, I mean, I probably would have been really upset about that. So you probably should have sent the business call to voicemail.
Bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up, bitch, what the fuck do you know about that shit in the first motherfucking place? Your motherfucking ass just got you some new dick, unpaid dick, because we already know the last little boyfriend she don't pay that motherfucker or hide that motherfucker to play her little boyfriend, and now she got this little boy toy and she talking about, this is what you should have done, bitch, if you don't stay in your motherfucking lane. Of course, y'all know, we all know, Candy is all about the motherfucking business, okay? So Candy's all like,
you know me, honey, I don't like to pass up a check, so I'm like, answer that call.
So, Shoulda Sheree decided to go ahead and slay today. Did y'all love her little outfit, the hair? Like, it wasn't even really about the outfit. I feel like it was all about that motherfucking ombre bob bitch and that motherfucking color pop lip on her motherfucking mouth. I was like, okay, bitch, okay. So they move on to Kim, okay, who's the newcomer on the motherfucking show. And y'all know, if you guys have watched my previous recaps a long motherfucking time ago, that my motherfucking ass is not a fan of her ass being on this damn show. She don't motherfucking fit. The bitch was crying every motherfucking second, talking about, I want to see my kids and I miss my husband, and I just, whatever the fuck. I was like, you know what? Take your motherfucking ass home and just quit, right? I was over the antics and the bullshit. It wasn't really until Kenya got all up in that ass and I was like, okay, wait, hold up. All right, Kim getting a little hot under the collar, and then she was being a little bit more entertaining, as it were. That being said, Andy decides to ask everybody on the panel pretty much what they thought of Kim when her ass done got there. So, of course, they went through everybody, and, of course, Portia's like, I felt like she was judgmental, and everybody was like, I felt like she didn't engage, and whatever the fuck, she seemed uncomfortable, and she would end everything she started because she missed her babies, and etc., 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 okay? In other words, all the motherfuckers on the panel were all in motherfucking agreement that the bitch did not fit the damn show. Oh no, Andy went ahead and brought up the Million Man March situation because Phaedra done invited everybody, okay, except Cynthia and Candy's ass, right? So he turns over to Phaedra like, you didn't invite either one of them two motherfuckers. And Phaedra starts talking about some, yes, well, Kandi was very, very, very pregnant at the time. And of course, Kandi's ass is like,
I think at that time I could actually travel in the United States, but I mean, I didn't get that right.
That shut Phaedra's ass up real quick. Then they go into the whole situation with Todd and the whole tape situation, because y'all know Todd said on the finale that he still hadn't finished getting paid from Phaedra's ass, right? And so Phaedra's like, well, no, I went ahead and took care of that. We are paid in full. I've got the receipts. I got the checks. The check's done cleared, bitch. We are done. And of course, Kandi was like, well, hold up, bitch. That's since last week. Y'all got settled up last week. Of course, Kenya had something to say talking about how convenient. Look, I find that shit funny than a motherfucker that Phaedra done paid that nigga his last check right before they decided to tape the damn reunion. I thought that was real convenient. I'm with Kenya on that shit. So, okay, everything else that done happened right before what I'm about to say it don't even matter, right? Because when Andy got on Kenya's ass when she was texting in the middle of the motherfucking reunion, I know we all know Andy to be like, you know, the jokester, and he's always making cracks on motherfuckers, and he seems pretty lighthearted and shit, but we all know that motherfucker runs every motherfucking thing, and I mean all these motherfucking Real Housewives shows, okay? So, when Kenya started texting while he was asking Kandi about some other shit, that motherfucker, as much as he seemed to be cool as a cucumber, I know that motherfucker was hot under the motherfucking collar talking about some, are you texting in the middle of the taping of our reunion? And Kenya's like,
oh, my bad, I was telling him where the dog bowl was. I was telling Matt where the dog bowl was.
And he was like, bitch, tell that motherfucker to pour that food in the motherfucking bowl. It ain't rocket motherfucking science, but as much as he made the joke, you know his motherfucking ass was pissed about that shit. For real, for real. And did you catch that when they came back from whatever clips that showed of when Kim was looking at Kenya's little pilot shit, right? That I guess Andy was chewing on some shit when he was trying to ask Kim a question, and Kenya's like, motherfucker, are you going to finish what the fuck you have in your mouth before you ask a question? And Andy sat there like, oh, my bad, I'm gonna go ahead and finish that shit. I'm gonna swallow that shit, or whatever the fuck that nigga said. And then Kenya's ass is like, oh, it's all good. I'm sure you've said that many times before. I was like,
bitch, don't fuck up your paycheck now, bitch.
Then Andy gonna be like, nah, I ain't Kim Fields now. And I was like, oh, shit. Now everybody's like, oh, on the chairs, right? Because as much as he sat there and tried to play that motherfucking shit off like it wasn't about Kim, like it wasn't a dig on Kim or whatever the fuck, you know it was. Okay, so now we're going into the interaction between Kim and Kenya a little bit more. Okay, so now I guess Andy's reminiscing about when Kenya done gave Kim the pilot of her Life Twirls On bullshit, okay, for her to take a look at and potentially give her opinions on and potentially work on in the future type of situation. So I guess in doing that, I guess Kenya felt some type of way about the way that her and her husband both reacted to said pilot when they were viewing said pilot, okay? And Kim was trying to explain that she felt Kenya was a decent actress, that the pretty girls normally play the pretty roles, and that she felt like Kenya went outside of that, which was great, etc., etc., etc. And then Kenya decided to go ahead and interrupt and say that she still felt shaded by her husband, who was saying something about her ass needing to be cast, okay? And that Kim is biting the motherfucking hand that feeds her because she is the one that brought her ass up in this motherfucking group. I sat there like, bitch, what? Please tell me y'all noticed this shit. I promise y'all, I be seeing little tidbits of Tootie, and then I be seeing little tidbits of Regine coming out of Kim every now and again, like some of the faces Kim be making when she be all like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be thinking back to Living Single days, and that would be all kinds of Regine in that bitch. So Andy goes on to ask Kenya's opinion on, I guess, Kim and her careers, okay, and who had a better career, whatever the fuck. And I guess Kenya continued on by saying that she felt neither one had a better career than the other, okay, but that Kim's ass is on stage with her, who is the star of said show. So whatever the fuck she's getting right now is coming from her motherfucking purse. What in the fuck? Where the fuck? Who the fuck made Kenya the only star of the show? I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, Nene gone most of the time, although I'll tell y'all about that in a little bit. She hadn't been most of the season, you know what I'm saying? They done brought back a person or two or whatever. As far as drama and shade and all that shit, I mean, Kenya makes good TV. However, if I was Andy, I'd have been like, bitch, I'm gonna need your ass to stay in your motherfucking lane. And then when Kim came back and said, I'm gonna let social media enjoy that soundbite, I was like, yes, bitch. Because you know, when that shit went down, I saw that shit on social media before I even saw the motherfucking episode. I was like, what the fuck can you do this time? Honestly, on some real shit, there was a whole bunch of back and forth talking about who would have been the type of person to fight or, you know, throw a fist, or who took it too far between Kenya and Portia and, you know, Kim and all the other motherfucking shit. But look, the part that we need to skip to is when Kenya and Kim had that little exchange later on before the episode ended, where Kim was talking about some
say something.
I was like, that's the motherfucking Kim. My motherfucking ass has been waiting for all season. I know all them mother heifers on the stage were thinking the same motherfucking thing, and I'm like, that's the shit that makes good ass motherfucking TV. Now that I say that, Kim feels done left the show. She done quit. Okay, now after the episode aired or whatever, that's when she finally came out on social media saying that she's done with the motherfucking show and shit, which could be that she really did quit the show, or that they felt like she wasn't a good fit and just severed ties, or they just didn't renew her shit. I mean, there's so much that could go along with that, but my understanding is that she done quit the show. And I'm like, you know what? Good motherfucking riddance, bitch. The bitch gotta go. She got to go. So that is pretty much whatever the fuck happened in the first episode. You already know they ain't gonna put all the juicy and all the good shit in this particular episode because there's 2 more parts for us to see, alright? Now, I'm gonna try my damnedest to do the next 2 recaps for the next 2 parts of the reunions for Real Housewives of Atlanta. If y'all want me to continue to do these, thumbs up this motherfucking video. I absolutely, positively will do the next 2, or at least the next 1. I will do as best as I can, but thumbs up the video for your girl if you want to see some more from your girl. And you already know to make sure that if you haven't already, to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Go ahead and become a part of the Fam Bam. Of course, I have to say welcome to all of my new Fam Bam members. I am so happy you guys are here. I hope you guys are enjoying your stay in my craziest fuck ass domain. As you guys are gonna be able to see, I do a little bit of everything up in this motherfucker. We don't just do recaps, we do makeup, we do fashion, we do advice, we do health and fitness, we do it all because the bitch gets bored and I love variety. So, hope you guys enjoy your stay. Hopefully you guys will hit the subscribe button and subscribe to be a part of the Fam Bam. And yeah, y'all, love y'all, and you already know what to do. As always, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SocialiteSandy. Hit me up on my Facebook fan page and my Pinterest page. Those links are down below. Hit me up on my blog, TheSocialiteLife.com, and hit me up on Instagram, Periscope, and Snapchat at SocialiteSandy, SANDE. And you already know I love y'all. And I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.